Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to us by our dear brother, and the translation, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story? And I want to greet all of your listeners. Today, I stand not just as a humble servant of God, but as a messenger bringing you a stern warning. I have recently heard about a Sangoma teaching the practice of Ukuthwala, particularly the use of a person's hair in rituals so as to gain fortune and power. It is important to understand that doing such, you will be tampering with dark forces that can lead to disastrous consequences, not only in the spiritual realm, but also in the lives of those that will be directly involved in such occultic practices. The use of hair in Ukuthwala rituals is not just a symbolic act of you saying that I'm just going to use someone's hair to take their good luck. That is something that is much more spiritual, opening up the doors to other portals and dimensions, and demons will for sure enter into your life. Yea, it carries with it the essence and the spirit of the individual to whom it belongs. Yes, it is very true that different cultures and different people, they carry with them different gifts, and that is why the Sangoma was saying that you must use hair that belongs to the Pakistans or the white people. When one uses hair in these dark rituals, it's not about just bringing fortune and prosperity. It's about enslaving another person's spirit to one's own ambition. You are essentially binding their very soul, their spirit, to other demonic forces, destroying someone's life, and just for the sake of you getting some fortune. I have heard many in my congregation who came to me, most of them that had gone to these people who claim that they know how to create money out of thin air. I have heard so many stories. I have seen the effect when these people fall victim into these rituals, and yet I have seen again those that are innocent, that have been used in the same rituals, having everything that belongs to you stolen spiritually, and then it will start to manifest itself in the physical realm. I have seen those that performed these rituals unable to live at their own homes, choosing to abandon their homes to go somewhere to rent. And when they share their stories, it will be like something out of a horror movie, sharing stories of nightmares and even pathologies that they would be seeing in their homes, demonic entities inflicting pain on their children, making them to be sick. And most of these people, when you talk with them, they will all tell you that it started innocently, but the devil, he uses the same manual book. All of them, they will start to complain because they will see that even though they would have gotten some fortune after they would have stolen someone's hair, but in the end, it will be so bad for them. Those who want to go down this path, they will find that this fortune, it will never last long. Any blessings that does not come from the Lord, those blessings, they are not going to last. One man I spoke with came to me after losing everything, his family, his health. He even claimed that there was a period in his life when he lost his own sanity. He admitted to taking a lock of his wife's hair to perform a ritual in his search for success. At first, he said that he experienced everything going good in his life. His business was flourishing, and he thought that maybe he had made the right decision, but it was not long before his wife fell ill and his children began to suffer strange afflictions that doctors could not even diagnose. In other instances, a woman confessed to using her husband's hair to make sure that the man was going to be in love, and to be in love with him only. She thought that it was harmless because another woman, a Sangoma, had told her that it was the most powerful love charm that you can ever have. So this woman said that she took her hair, and also she took her husband's pubic hair, and she used to cook some food for him, and this was like a sort of like a soul tie, so that the husband will never think of cheating on her. But in the end, she told me that the marriage crumbled the moment that he found out that this was what she had been doing to him. That was when he said that it was far much better that they get a divorce, because each and every charm, it will expire. Anything that is not from God, it will lose its own power over time. So when you are using these rituals as they were taught by that man, you are inviting demons into your life. When you misuse someone's personal items for selfish gains, you are not only binding yourself to the spiritual consequences, but also chaining another soul to your misdeeds. And that, my friend, is a debt that must be paid, often with sorrow and suffering, that no earthly wealth can redeem. Many believe that they can control these demons that they would call from hell. But you need to know that these demons, they've been around for thousands and thousands of years, and they are much smarter, much more seductive and stronger than you can ever be. Remember, the devil promises you the world, but he can only pull you into the abyss, into a dark pit. This Sangoma might tell you that using someone's hair can bring you all the wealth and power you desire. The question you were supposed to ask him was that, at what cost? At what cost? For the cost is your soul and the souls of those that you would have exploited for your own personal gain. It is essential to understand that no ritual involving the manipulation of another spirit will ever bring true prosperity. The wealth you gain from Ukuthwala is temporary, and the torment that follows is everlasting. As a pastor, I urge you all to turn away from those practices. If you are considering following such a path, you should not do that. God's blessings do not require blood or theft. The true blessings and true fortune that comes from the Lord, it comes from living a righteous life and honoring the Spirit of God. The Bible teaches us that, yes, the love of money is the root of all evil. This saying holds especially true when that love drives one to enslave another spirit through rituals like Ukuthwala. I pray that my words today reach your heart. If you are involved in these practices, I urge you to seek deliverance. I am here to help you, guide you back to the light, to show you that there is a path of redemption. Ukuthwala might promise you riches, but in the end, despair will only be waiting for you, and depression when you are left all alone. Turn away from the darkness and remember that God is the only one that has the true power to bless us with wealth and fortune, and no evil can take that away. Let us not be swayed by the lure of quick wealth, but instead seek the eternal treasures that comes from a life rooted in love, compassion, and respect for one another. May the Lord guide your steps and keep you from the snares of the enemy. God bless you all. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister who received this message. Let us talk about this issue in the comment section.